I guess I'll open up. All right. Today we got Rod back in that house. You know what I'm saying? We crossed the country with it, but we still gonna get his opinion. And today is gonna be a good one. We're gonna go over, are the Green Bay Packers a Super Bowl contender? Now, to some of y'all, this is a no-brainer, but apparently to Mr. Roderick, it's not. So I go ahead and let you open up, bro, and lay out your little platform as to why you would say something so absurd. So go ahead.
All right, all right. So I mean, the Packers, like they've been right there on the precipice these last couple years. You're looking back, like they had their run last year. They went out in a heartbreaker fashion, and just I don't think with the offseason they had, they did enough to keep it, like get a team going over that hump, because like you don't start for offseason disrespecting your multi-million-dollar quarterback, like the one who's been at the top of the game now for about 13 years starting, and been just like easily top two, top three guy every season with a couple MVPs thrown in there. So I don't think that's a good start for them off starting off. And then on top of that, this offseason, you got a little O-line trouble. And you don't want that just to stack up on top of it, where, that some questions about Bakhtiari's injury to left tackle, losing your center. And then you got some unproven guys in there starting off. Yeah, I don't think that bodes too well. But I guess Randall Cobb helps it out a little bit because he's got timing and I can get that ball out quick. That was just a fairly new thing. But at the same time, man, they're banged up. They've been in the Final Four the last 2 years now. And like I was saying before, they have lost 4 NFC title games in the last 6 years, going back to 2015. Starting with Seattle, then Atlanta, then San Fran, and then Tampa Bay last year. I don't know. That's just a lot of time being right there. I don't know. It takes a lot of fortitude to get over that hump, man. So it's hard to see that in them, man. Like, so as much changes that they've had last couple of years, man. It's just I don't know. And then the divisions, they got some new guys coming in, some improved guys, some Justin Fields in Chicago. Actually, you're gonna see Allen Robinson there. He's on contract year. You've also got Eddie Jackson on contract year, I believe, as well. Oh no, that's Harrison Smith, other safety.
Yeah.
Harrison Smith for the Vikings. He's on contract year, so he's gonna be out there flying around and such. And I don't know, like I get they'll be a contender for the, like, they'll get a playoff spot. Somebody added another playoff team this year, and then just other looking at other ways that they've kind of just like steadied it, but I don't think they've done enough to go over the top. When you see Tampa Bay, they brought back everybody. When you see other teams, Rams got a new quarterback. We're gonna be ready to knock them out this time. Like,
okay, yeah. Now I gotta get on.
It ain't golf this time. They can be rolling.
So let me go over this. First things first. Last year, the Packers had a 13-3 record, which was, if I'm not mistaken, the best record in the league. In our division, the NFC North, we have to worry about the Bears, who recently just got Justin Fields, but they still have the same coach, Matt Nagy. So I'm really not completely sold on what they can do. I think Justin Fields will be a good quarterback, but I don't know how much pressure they can put on the Packers. And Allen Robinson is a dog, but I'm still thinking about, they just lost their Fuller, the corner, who's a monster. He's not there anymore, and he's a menace. Yes, they do have Eddie Jackson. They still have Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack has not been playing like a lot of people expecting him. I don't know if his injuries are fit. The Lions, not worried about them. The Vikings, they did just get Patty P, and I'm a big Patty P fan. They got Harrison Smith. They got their defense. I still don't believe in Cousins. I mean, you got Mr. Gritty and you got Adam Thielen. They gonna make something shake, but and Dalvin Cook, like I would say the Packers' biggest obstacle to overcome in the NFC North. But I'm not. I'm still that they'll get past them. It's the third year for Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur's offense, and the more last year was the second year MVP. They were able to run the ball more effectively. That defense stepped up. The defense was a top 10 defense most of the year, but it ended up being 13th. But if you know the Packers, and most people know the Packers defense usually just completely poo. You know what I'm saying? They had the top offense in the league, and this is also according to Pro Football Reference. Aaron Rodgers obviously just came off an MVP, so that's a whole nother thing. And we recently just got Randall Cobb. Devin Funchess will be coming back. Alan Lazard will have another year in the offense. Big Bobby Tyan, as Cam call him, gonna have another year in the offense. And we got Jair Alexander on the defense. We have a lot of things, a lot of young players. We just signed. I think I already just said we signed Randall Cobb back. All these things. And Aaron Rodgers, he made the post talking about this is going to be the last dance. Him and Devontae Adams, they got something to prove because they probably going to shake after this. And we know Aaron Rodgers loves Green Bay as a city, but he don't really mess with the management. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how Jordan was with I forgot the you know who I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, exactly. So with all that being said, man, I think Aaron Rodgers, he gonna come out here. He got the hair down. He came in here with, that's why I wore the hoodie though, because he had the office. He representing the office. You know what I'm saying? With Kevin on the shirt, so I have to rock the Dunder Mifflin hoodie out here real quick. So I would say they at least make it to the NFC Championship game. I think anything less than that would be pretty much a disappointment, especially if this is going to be Aaron Rodgers' last year, as it seems to be. I'm surprised he even came back, but I'm glad he's here. So I don't know, man. I think you're really missing it, man. I really don't think. I mean, other than the Saints was a big threat last year. Breeze is going, and Michael Thomas.
Don't doubt J. Boo wins, man.
Yeah, but Michael Thomas gonna be out. Michael Thomas gonna be out most of the year.
That's true. I mean, what they had the surgery for it was, they didn't say it was that bad. They didn't say
he gonna be. It was the Achilles, wasn't it?
Was it the Achilles? That was ankle.
I could be wrong. It was something. He was hurt. He was hurt at the end of last year. He limped out the season last year, and he gonna limp into this season. It's not boding well, and he a route runner. You know what I'm saying? So Jameis Winston gonna be leaning on who? Taysom Hill.
Nah, bro. You know,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Sean Payton gonna scheme somebody up. You know, there's gonna be some no-name dude. Who's that real fast dude they had last year?
Yeah, exactly. No-name dude, number 11.
Exactly. No, that one real fast dude.
He's super fast.
He gonna be on it.
He'd be all right, but I mean, the Seahawks, they're in a tough division. They were one of the other top teams from last year. They're in a division with the Rams. The obviously the Cardinals have gotten better. The 49ers are always sticking around. So that division almost plays against itself because they all so good. They all can't come out there. You know what I'm saying?
There's actually a chance. There's a slight chance that all 4 teams can make the playoffs if they all run their out of division schedules now with the extra playoff spots. So you could see 3 NFC West wildcard teams this year.
That would be wild.
That's just that. But it's gonna be too many like losses head to head for that to probably happen. But it's a possibility.
So
they handle their business.
Who do you think the Packers' biggest obstacle is then? If you're saying like, I mean, I know you kind of brought up like they're short.
I'm bringing up the teams that I would have ahead of them. Like my bad.
No, go ahead. That's it.
Teams I have ahead of them would probably be the Bucks. Looking at the Rams, I think Niners still kind of got an edge. And then you're looking at who else in the NFC.
I hear you.
You might have to look at the Cowboys with Dak back. With another year with all these weapons.
You can have as many weapons as you want, but the man using the weapon got to be efficient with it. I mean, I like Dak Prescott. I'm starting to like him more as time goes on, as people like kind of bashed him. I was like, okay, nah, he not as much as a bum as people try to make him seem. But with all that being said, he's still he all right. He a cool quarterback. He cool, bro. He cool, but he ain't up there. Trey Lance.
He a cool quarterback with a lot of things go right there. I think they defense. They got the linebacker from Penn State there, Parsons. He's gonna try to show up the defense whenever they have him and Wolf Hunter out there.
Wolf Hunter and Jalen Smith.
Jalen Smith too. He got a lot to prove. He had a down year last year, so I think that defense could be up to snuff.
They ain't got no D-line though. I mean, I just really don't see nobody in the NFC. Like, yes, the Bucks gonna be there because obviously Brady just and Antonio Brown gonna have another year in the offense. You know, he's gonna get more comfortable. That defense is feeling more. You know, they feeling it now. They come off the bowl. And I think the scariest team you named is the 49ers. At least for me as a Packers fan, I always think of the 49ers. They give me nightmares. They always run the ball and they just make it hurt. Like, and if they're gonna have Trey Lance, you know they're gonna be running some options, you know what I'm saying, all that, and that's just terrifying.
2.0 almost.
Yeah, bro. Just thinking about that is a headache. But I think at the very least, the Packers are making it to an NFC Championship game, and then from there, you know, hey, we're gonna have to step up. Last year was I will say was disappointing. Like I don't really have much else to blame. Yes, there was some iffy calls, but at the end of the day, we should have.
Y'all re-signed Kevin King.
But we also signed Eric. We also drafted Eric Stokes out of Georgia in the first round. So I doubt Kevin King he gonna play. And yes, that was a very unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate play, and I was hot. But it is what it is, man. I don't think one player will stop us from getting that far, especially with us bringing back Cobb, which we know Randall Cobb and Aaron Rodgers have a connection like that. You know what I'm saying? Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers like that. And that O-line, which you brought up, is a big deal. But the only reason I would say it's not as big of a deal as in the past is because we run the ball better now. Now, if you're in pass blocking and all that, and that's all you do, the defense gonna tee off on you when you don't have your left tackle and you have issues at center. But if you can run the ball, which we have been able with Aaron Jones, and now we have A.J. Dillon who will step up with Jamal Williams being to the Lions. I honestly think, bro, we gonna be Super Bowl contenders again, man. I really do.
We'll see. Aaron Rodgers, he just showing up yesterday and today, man. Like, I mean, he knows that offense like back of his hand. Year 3, we get that. We get that and all, but he still gotta get that rapport back and like bringing Cobb with them back to camp and stuff. That's gonna help like share a little bit of that up. I think they're a playoff team, but I don't really consider them true contenders just because of the field. And it's just we'll see, man. Like I kind of got my trepidations there. The front office got to stay out their own way. Like the team, they got to just get right on Aaron's path for this last season there because he's making his exit. And he might F around get traded by them to the Raiders because Adams was talking about looking back up with Derek Carr's college QB. So
hey, that would be interesting. That definitely would be interesting. So I guess we're gonna see.
Yeah,
We'll see. All right.